Hey guys, it's Mommy Naya here reporting live from Seattle, Washington. And in today's video, I just wanted to say that first and foremost, I'm healed from childbirth. And I just wanted to talk about my journey of healing from childbirth and give some value in this video because I try to give value in like all of my videos. So first and foremost, just a little background. I gave birth to Junior on January 22nd of this year, of course. So it's been a month and some change, like a month and a week, I believe, something like that. And I did a natural birth or an epidural birth. And the contractions were pretty bad. Well, at least to me. Like, I feel like I was kind of a sissy, but I feel like other women are really strong because I got the epidural at like 2 centimeters. There's some women that have said they got it at like 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and I'm like, how did you make it that far without an epidural? I was only at 2 centimeters, and those freaking contractions were terrible. Like, women be saying that contractions feel like bad cramps, and me personally, I never had like bad cramps when it was that time of the month, but there's other women that are used to it because their cramps are like really bad, but I never experienced that. There were some times where my cramps were bad, but it wasn't like unbearable. And then like the women I talk to, they say they get used to like having bad cramps, but me, no. So those contractions did not feel like cramps to me. Like, they felt like something out of this world. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand, and I was only at 2 centimeters. Like, I don't see how women do it, but women are strong, very strong. So I got my epidural at like 2 centimeters, and to make a long story short, like, the birth was pretty easy. Well, not easy, but smooth. I pushed with Junior for 58 minutes on and off. And I would say with the birth, that was pretty smooth. The only part that was a little uncomfortable was when his head was coming out, which they call the ring of fire. And like when his head was like halfway out, it felt awkward. Like, I felt like a lot of pressure, like my coochie was open. It was crazy, but it was amazing at the same time. And so that was the only thing that was like somewhat hard, and I don't even know if hard would be the word. It was just like uncomfortable. But yeah, so my birth with him was pretty smooth. I did have a 3rd degree tear, and they say the 3rd degree tear is like a little bit above average. I had the stitches that dissolve. So as far as my healing process, it took about 2 weeks, I would say, for the stitches to dissolve. I would use my little cream stuff, like my little, it's like this clear stuff they give you at the hospital, like ointment cream, whatever it is. I would just rub it on the stitches. Well, I would pat it on the, or put it on the tissue, and then when I would put it on the tissue and then kind of like rub it on my stitches softly. I never seen my coochie until like after it was healed up because I didn't want to see it. Like, even when I was giving birth to Junior, like when I was pushing, they asked me if I wanted to see his head and look in the mirror, and I was like, no, thank you. I'll see him when he gets here. So even with my stitches, I never seen how they looked. I don't think I even touched them. Like, when I wiped, I used, well, not when I wiped, but when I put my little ointment stuff on my stitches, I would, you know, put it on the tissue and then kind of rub it on there softly. So I never felt how the stitches felt. I felt like if I did touch them, I would be like creeped out, like, oh my gosh, there's stitches down there. So I never touched them. But it took like a few weeks for the tear to heal. As far as like the pain of giving birth, like your body is sore, but it's not your whole body. It's like from your hips down. And that took a while. I think that took like the whole, they say it takes like 6 to 8 weeks for your body to heal, but I think I stopped feeling like sore and whatnot around 37, 38 days postpartum. So a few days ago, because I think right now I'm like 40 days postpartum or something like that. I have to count. So I would like to give you guys some advice from experience. Get your rest. I caught myself trying to walk and be somewhat active like a few weeks after giving birth, and that didn't go too well. It didn't end bad, but my body was just super sore and I felt like a lot of pressure on my coochie, and I definitely like underestimated the healing process. So if you're a first timer, I would definitely advise you to just chill out and wait the whole 6 to 8 weeks or the majority of it, because I feel like it's okay to like go on like a walk a few blocks to see if your body has like healed or if you can handle it, but not a few weeks after giving birth, because that's too soon. Like, I had to chill. But yeah, my next postpartum checkup is on March 7th. So obviously I think that I'm healed and I'm good to go walking and stuff like that, but ultimately I have to talk to my midwife at this appointment just to make sure that I'm really clear, because she's the only one that could tell me like 100%. At my last appointment on the 14th, one of the midwives asked if she could check my stitches and stuff, which I thought they were gone. I think they were gone at this time, but she just wanted to check and make sure and stuff, and I was like, no thank you. like birth, there's too much coochie business. Like, when they have to freaking check to see how far along you're dilated, like they gotta stick their hand in your coochie, and then the freaking catheter that they put in your coochie so you can pee after you get the epidural. It's just too much coochie business going on, and then having to push the baby out your coochie. Like, I just needed my coochie to have a break. So at my last appointment, I was like, no thank you, I'm getting my coochie checked. I believe the stitches are gone. I don't feel them anymore. I don't feel any pain or anything like that. But for the first timers, I will warn you, like after giving birth, if you call yourself trying to laugh, cough, sneeze, anything like that, make sure you like cross your legs before you do it. Like, if I was standing up and I had to laugh or cough or something like that, I would like cross my legs really hard and like hold my coochie so that like when I did laugh or cough, like I didn't feel too much pressure down there. Because if you don't cross your legs and stuff like that, you just sneeze and cough or something like that, you'll feel a lot of pressure down there. And if you have stitches, you'll feel like your stitches are about to like break or something. That's how I would feel. So just make sure that you like cross your legs or whatever people do to avoid, you know, feeling a bunch of pressure and stuff down there. But yeah, I'm very happy that that's over with. That was like my least favorite part of giving birth. Like, the bleeding for a few weeks. My bleeding stopped after like 2 weeks, but I feel like it doesn't really stop for a while. It just gets lighter and lighter, and then it like turns to discharge and stuff. But that was annoying, like with the bleeding. And then I started getting worried because there were like chunks of blood, and I'm like, oh my, they say it's normal, but I still was like, meh. But then again, like I had never experienced birth, so some of the stuff was like new to me. So I was like, is this normal? And it is normal, but it was just, yeah, it was just a new experience. But yeah, I would say the most annoying part was the bleeding, the stitches, like having to cross my legs and stuff when I coughed or laughed or sneezed or something, and just not being able to move around as much as I would, like walking and stuff like that. But it's definitely worth it, and it goes by fast. Like, I healed in like a little over a month, and I'm very blessed and grateful. Also, they tell you not to get frisky until you're cleared and stuff, until like the 6 to 8 week mark. And I caught myself trying that around, what was it, like 3-4 weeks, and that didn't go too well. Like, it felt awkward. So yeah, wait on that as well, because I feel like I'm healed now, and I got frisky, what was that, like yesterday, and it felt completely normal. I wasn't supposed to, but people do it all the time. And plus, I felt like I was healed, so whatever. But yeah, I feel like we know our bodies, and even though like I underestimated the whole birth stuff at times, when I would go on walks and stuff and I would feel pressure and whatnot, and my body would feel exhausted, I would be like, yeah, I need to chill out. I need to wait that 6 to 8 weeks, you know, because your body will tell you a lot. And also the professionals will tell you a lot as well. But sometimes the professionals aren't always right, but a lot of times they are right. But yeah, just listen to your body, listen to your heart, and listen to the professionals. But yes, I'm very thankful and happy to say that my body is healed, my coochie is healed, like I can walk without being sore or in pain afterwards, and I just feel great. And I hope you guys have a great healing journey as well. And thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you next time.